Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Steve Wallace. I'm going to be your instructor for Math 1001 this semester. The purpose of this video is to show you around our D2L and ALEX course pages to give you a good idea about what you're supposed to be doing in the first week or so of the class. First things first, this is our page. I will be posting announcements here. You read these things. They will periodically be updated. A archive of all of the announcements that I put there will be here in the important announcements archive if you ever need to make reference to them later. Okay. First thing you're supposed to do, go to the syllabus, read the syllabus. Read it in its entirety. If you have any questions all throughout the course, use this email application here in D2L. Try not to, if you can help it, email me to my MGA account, although I will monitor that. If it's outside of the D2L, because of privacy laws, I'm not allowed to talk to you about grades using external email or things like that. So whenever possible, use the D2L Brightspace email application. It says that right there. Once you read the syllabus, you'll notice that there is a policy about no-shows. Okay. By Friday, August 20th, and you want to do it before then, you need to complete these two items at least. Practice assignment submission is at the end of the Start Here lesson that you'll need to do right after you read the syllabus. This is important. If you don't complete this assignment, you will not see some of the other course material in your D2L page, so you won't be able to do your work. So make sure you do this on time or you will be counted as a no-show. Note that this class, if you are also in a Math 997, this class and that class would be linked. If you are a no-show in one of them, you might be removed from both of them. Okay, so make sure that you are staying on top of the Start Here assignments. Okay, there's the practice assignment submission, and there's the entry quiz. Oh, my office hours are listed on the syllabus. Some of them are virtual, some of them are face-to-face. This is an online class, so you actually can get in touch with me in any one of those times via email. You can call me in my office when I'm in the office. That's these ones on Mondays and Wednesdays. But calling me is not the best way to get in touch with me outside of those times. If you email me during an office hour, I will get back to you almost immediately, definitely within 24 hours during the week, 48 hours on the weekend. But the best way to get in touch with me during office hours, virtual office hours, is through Microsoft Teams, and a link to the virtual office hours Teams team is right there. Okay, so how do we, what should we do when we go to Start Here? Note that there is an introduction PowerPoint. You'll want to read through this. I'll give you the highlights. There are 4 units. Every unit has ALEX objectives and 2 projects and a quiz. Okay. There are 3 projects to choose from in each unit. You only have to do 2 of them, and you do one the first week and then one the next week. And the due dates are in the calendar. So make sure that you go and familiarize yourself with the calendar, because this will give you an idea of what you need to be doing and whatever all the due dates are. It'll also keep you from missing those due dates and getting zeros on things. Okay. The ebook is in Alex. You already have access to it. Okay. By just clicking right here, you get into Alex. Okay. You may have to put in your name and some login information at the beginning, but essentially you're going to click into here and you will see something not like this, but more like this. Okay. One thing you need to do by the end of the first couple days is get through all of the get started tutorials and initial knowledge checks. So here's what that looks like. If you click on get started, it's going to ask you to do these tutorials. Like it says type 14, so I put in 14 and so on. All right. Once you get through something like that, helps you graph. Okay, you'll see then another little tutorial. Then you'll start a knowledge check. This is to give you, for Alex to figure out how much of the course material you already know. If you know how to do a problem, go ahead and do it. Okay. Don't click I don't know if you actually do know. Do your best on the knowledge check, and it'll help you have less work to do later on. But once you'll see, let's say I've done it and I only have a few things in my pie left. Okay. It says I have 86 topics left. Okay. You probably have, some of you may have more, some of you may have less. That's okay. You'll work through your pie as it goes. Okay. Each unit will be prioritized based on which one is current. If you have passed out of all the things from Unit 1, then you may not have very many things to work on right away. But you can see here, you can say which type of thing you want to work on. Unit 1 pie topic, if I click on something like this, it allows me to see a little bit about how to do this problem. Okay, there's other links here to videos, the book. So here's where you can find the textbook, other help items. To add something to your pie in learning mode, you need to get it right 3 times in a row. Okay. You can add it also. You can add stuff into your pie also by getting it right in a knowledge check. All right. The other place you'll need to understand where to go is you can go to assignments, and that's where once you do this initial knowledge check, you'll get that there. Pie topics. There will be also other things there like quizzes. I haven't set up the due dates yet for those for you to see, but they will be there once they're available. So each unit has two projects. Three projects. You'll choose 2 of them. Each of them has 2 files. Okay, so once you have done the practice submission assignment, you'll be able to see the project materials, unit project materials like this. The slope project, if you try to choose that, here are the instructions. You would read these, you would complete these. Okay, the student work needs to be done handwritten if possible. You also need to learn how to scan to PDF. On my phone, I have an app called Adobe PDF. something like that, and it's really easy. You can get documents, and you can create PDF format documents just using your camera phone. And that is how you want to do it. You can save it to one file. That's what I want. I want one file, because then when you go to the course content and you want to submit your projects, you will add that attachment there, okay, in one file. I don't want a different file. I don't want a different JPEG for every page of your projects. Okay, that's what is illustrated here in the instructions for the practice assignment submission. How to scan and submit your work tutorial right there. There are resources for on campus for you to print stuff out. There are also resources that and technology that isn't that expensive that might allow you to do all of your work without printing anything out. But if you have questions about that kind of stuff, email me. All right, let's see. Let's finish up this introduction. The grading. My policy is, so there are 4 grades, E, M, R, N. Okay, E and M are passing, R and N are not. Okay, this sort of says what the flow chart is. N means you basically didn't do it. Okay, R usually means you have some major things missing, or you aren't showing very much understanding of the assignment. Meets and excellent, meets and exemplary are the ones you need. If you want an A in the class, you have to have most of these, and you have to have all these. You cannot have any failing grades on projects. Note that each unit you are allowed to revise one of the 2 projects. Okay, if you get an R or an N on a project, you need to revise it. All right. My policy also is, if you turn in a project late, the best grade that you can get is an R, no matter what it is. But if you turn it in before the project revision deadline, you can then also turn it in as a project revision, and depending on that merit, you may replace that low grade with a passing grade. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but here's what it is. Don't turn in your assignments late. Turn them in as one PDF file and fully completed. Try every part of them. Okay. If you have trouble with one of them, right, you can revise it. The optional replacement project is at the very end. At the very end, if even after you've revised any low project scores, if there's one of the other, you'll take one of the projects that you haven't already done, and you'll in any unit, and you'll turn that in, and that could replace your lowest score. Okay, the way that the grading goes, it's like a rubric. Okay, to get an A, you need to make sure you have an E or an M on all the projects, with at least 6 of them being E's. You need to complete most of your Alex Pi objectives at a high rate. and you need to score well on your Alex quizzes, at least a B plus. Okay, then they go down from there, right? If you do not have all E's and M's on all your projects, you will not get an A. Okay, so make sure that you pass every one of your projects. And if you're not passing on one of them, you need to revise it or try doing the optional replacement project at the end of the semester. But Alex also counts, so don't forget to do those topics or the quizzes. Stay on top of your due dates, read the announcements, and work in D2L or on your projects or on your Alex work every single day. A little bit every single day is the way to do this kind of class. Okay, so I'll be meeting you virtually in a few days, hopefully, and it's going to be a great semester.